Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to something a little bit different. Gary Grimsby's War in the Pacific, Admiral Edition. Now, this will not be a series yet, mostly due to the fact I do not understand how to play, and I have been having a few issues trying to get the game to run properly. Namely, you may be wondering why this is all so small. That is because I'm running the game in 1920 by 1080, and I also need to adjust this, so there we go, running it in a window. And the music was having some issues, so what I've done is basically I have gathered tracks from the other Gary Grimsby games and I put them here. So as you can see, I like this one a lot. So, I have installed a map mod actually as well, something I should talk about. Actually make sure, right. So I would like to try the Japanese here. I'm going to go for this scenario here, December 8th, the day after the Day of Infamy. So, namely, the objective of this video is mostly to show you the game, and also, I would like to ask for some help in how to actually learn and play the game. So, here we go. Now, with this being windowed, I'm going to have to... Ooh, oh, that scrolling's beautiful. Yeah, so when I played earlier, it was like really slow scrolling. Okay. I need to also sort out the hotkeys due to the fact that it's arrow keys. But yes, here we go. Ah, no scrolling. Okay. So, this is the map mod I am using, and is it not beautiful? It is absolutely beautiful, I absolutely adore it. The map mod is the extended map, I do believe. As you can see here, parts of Italian East Africa. So basically, this may be Somalia? Yeah, that's Oman, so that's that's the Arabian Peninsula up here. This is Somalia, we have Socotra. We have British India over here. Burma, Indochina, Thailand, Malaya, Sumatra, Sarawak and Borneo. And here we have Australia. A lovely map mod, this one. Absolutely lovely. So the size of this game is absolutely immense. Absolutely. We even have Soviet forces over here. Now, I am determined to try and learn this game, but of course I'm going to need some help on this one. I will be reading the manual, of course, but if there's anybody who is a veteran of this game or just has the basics, then by all means, do help me. I can kind of get some basics, like over here. I do apologize for this being small due to the resolution. So if we take a look here, we can see what kind of aircraft we have. So we're going to take a look at the Japanese aircraft. We're going to take a look at our fastest aircraft, the Ki 202. Now, of course, we do not have this aircraft right now, but you can see here the range is absolutely pathetic. Now, I'd like to take a look at my ships. I do imagine there's a way to sort by active ships, like the ships you actually have. But let's see. Durability, belt, deck, capacity, that's probably like cargo and etc. We'll go by durability, yes, here we go. So here we can see the battleships that we can have. So here's the Yamato, the first version, I'd imagine. Yeah, no, that's the 1945 version, interesting. And let's take a look at the 42 version. Indeed, massive guns, absolutely colossal guns here. 46,000 range, bloody impressive. Okay. Now I'd also like to take a look at my ground forces. So, vehicles. Let's find it. Armor. We'll go by the armor here. Okay, so these are of course our American, British tanks that are in here too. I'd imagine there's some Soviet tanks. Yes, we have T-54, 85. Can we find some Japanese? There must be a way to limit this to Japanese, but actually what I can do is find production, so let's find it. List all land-based air units, so these are all the air units that we have on land. Quite a lot here. I'm looking for... okay. Industry... No, it is not here. List all bases... yeah. Ground units, here we go. Okay. So I'd like to take a look at the armor. Okay, so we have the 10th Tank Regiment over here, and this is comprised of the Type 95, so we have 18 of these babies, the 89As, so we have 51 of those. Lovely. Now, what I'm trying to learn here is how you actually do the orders. I have an idea, basically, how you have to kind of set the destinations. Now, where are these guys? They are attached over here. Located at Mishan. Okay. I believe M is to bring up hotkeys. No, that would be credits. Oh dear. Do we have anything? Wait for this music to go away. Right, there we go. Auto convoys. There's a lot here. Right, here we go. Industry management. Lovely. In total, so we have, what is that, 300,000 manpower. Mass production 3,985, okay. Repairs. Akita is producing oil, resources, manpower. We have a refinery here, we have some light industry. We have some heavy industry over here, actually. Interesting. Okay. Right, so we have factories over here that are producing these individual units. That's nice to see. Okay. I apologize for this little bit of a ramble. Right, active ships. So we have the cargo over here. That's a bit of a bug. Combined fleet. Okay. I have it on good information that the combined fleet will be down by... here we go. Pearl Harbor. So here we go, we have the combined fleet out here. So this is our task force. That's irritating. I apologise about this. Just hide the taskbar. There we go, that's much better. So we can see here we have our task group. The first one, of course. So we have the Kaga, we have the Hero, the Soru, the Shikoku, yeah, and the Akagi. Right, form new task group. Their current mission right now is air. Air combat, indeed. Now, what I'd like to find out is the range of the planes aboard. So this is, of course, a day after the Day of Infamy. So we have some enemy units over here. We have a number of present on Pearl Harbor. 7,680 men estimated, with 110 armored fighting vehicles as our estimation. So over here we have some submarines. Indeed. So everybody's returning home, actually. Barring the submarines at the moment, they will probably return home in time. So we're going to move back to China for the time being. Now we do have some enemy units over here. 540 men is the estimation. Right. Okay. Let's see if I can get this. Okay, so these are our bases. Now we're going to sort by fuel. So at Hiroshima, we have a hell of a lot of fuel. So these are basically, actually Port Arthur. Okay. So this base is currently stockpiling resources. Port capacity is 9, airfield capacity is being expanded, fortifications are being built, defensive mines we have 450. A small, actually no, a garrison. Decent garrison, okay. Shipping, right, so there's hardly any shipping docked right now. Actually, there's no shipping docked right now. So you can see here that we have 2,185 troops stationed over here, 60 vehicles and 78 guns. Okay. So that's Port Arthur right here. So, I do believe the Japanese flags actually represent bases, as far as I'm aware. Yes, we have an airfield over here. That's good to see. Shoal bases within the same HQ. Okay. So I can see Chinese bases around here. We do have some Japanese bases here. I'm not entirely sure if we're still at war with the Chinese. I imagine so. Well, of course we are. Right, so these are the enemy units. So the enemy units are the whitish yellow, and our units are the reds over here. Okay. Mixed road construction. What are these babies? Chinese infantry. Are these my men? You know, I'm not really sure. I'd imagine these are my men. I mean, we have Japanese ground units over here. Yes, Japanese ground units, okay. Right then. So we can see the situation here is quite tense. We do have forces over in Korea and of course Manchuria. We do have a border with the Soviet Union. And I'd like to think we're not at war with them. It would be great to imagine so. But ideally we'd like to strike for the major cities. Where's Beijing? We must already have Beijing. Ah, Piping, okay. Nanking, okay. That would be here. Canton. So we have Shanghai. Okay. Now then, we might as well start with the units within our territory. So what do we have here? We have the 32nd Division here. 32nd Division is comprised of 6,908 infantry, 42 vehicles, 102 guns, and 5,000 supports, I'd imagine. Support required, we're not there. Supplies required, we're just over the amount of supplies we require, so that's fine. Now our commander, Tetsuo, I don't know how you say that. He has 69 leadership and an inspiration of 68. His aggression is fairly high. Okay. Right. Okay, we have them down here. Now, yes, this is basically the extent of my knowledge. I'm not entirely sure how you issue orders in the game right now. It's like I've given them an order for them to move in time. Whereabouts are they? So these guys, I forgot who I gave the orders to. But yes, basically, you can see I am very new to the game. There's a lot to learn here. But I think it could be very interesting. And I'd like to know if you guys would like to see more of this game. And, of course, if there are some veterans out there, please God help me. I need that help. Bloody taskbar, I really find it irritating. Okay. So imagine our priority is basically to get to the oil down here in Borneo. Am I missing a... Let's see. Right, here's our strategic map, okay. Ah! Right, I see. That's fairly useful. So if I turn off all of these... Okay. So just have some forces left here. Show all units, enemy units, okay. Righto. Ah. So these are my forces over here then. So this is the general defense of the Japanese homeland. This is the army in Korea and Manchuria. We have a southern army over here, basically dealing with Thailand into China. Okay. The 5th Fleet is over here. Yes, okay, so they're taking care of these islands. Have them turned off. The Chinese Expedition Army is the main force here. Okay. The 4th Fleet is out here. And the Southeast Area Fleet is there. Okay. Task Forces. So these are our task forces over here. So they represent our naval task groups, I'd imagine. We can sort by bases, so we're going to get rid of all of this. And I was hoping I could sort by... Yeah, okay. So I can see all our bases over here then. That's good to see. LCUs, I'm not entirely sure what that is. And groups. Good, good. Nice to see this. Combat reports. We have no reports as of yet. Operation reports, no operation reports yet. Side reports, none to note. Weather. Okay. Malaria zone. Oh, that sounds fantastic. So you can see here we have rain, clear skies. It's mostly clear at the present time. That's good. I'm happy about that one. Right. So we have our options here. So I have turned off the music here. Okay, Tokyo. Right, so we have a number of fighters over here. And they're all on training. These guys are on escort. Okay, what do we have over here? These seem to be convoys. Yeah, there's convoys. Okay. Do have some French forces over here then. I don't imagine there's much there. I'd love to know where the actual industry is, where the oil fields actually are. That would be nice to know. Okay. I do believe we have forces here ready to land. So what do we have here? Right then, so we have the Sendai. So we have a light cruiser, 3 destroyers. This is a sub-chaser? Okay. Minesweeper. Cargo ships. Civilian. Interesting. So I believe these are carrying our infantry. I really apologise about this, it's rather annoying, isn't it? I would love to fix this issue. Okay, we'll go back then. So their mission right now is amphibious. So they are going to land troops then. That's good to see. So we only have one float plane aboard. Well, in the actual combined fleet over here. We have submarines, basically, Gardeners over here. The I-164, 162, 165. Right, 14 14 torpedoes are loaded here. That's good to see. Extreme overcast. These are some pretty hefty submarines. Okay. Ha. So your naval search. Right, mission is amphibious as well over here. So it seems that we are landing troops over here. Now, this is an army base. Level 1 port, level 1 airfield. That's good. Troops are located over here. Yes, we have no troops here right now. So we do have British forces over here in Malaya. Indeed. Right, I do wonder which is the main British base over here. I imagine it would be Singapore. Can almost see the city there. Okay. We do have some Dutch forces over here as well. Now, what kind of resistance could the Dutch put up? I'd imagine maybe a decent amount. It depends, really. They do have a number of bases along here. That's clear to see. Do we see any other naval elements from the Allied forces? Not at present. I don't see any right now. which is probably why we'd have to do some reconnaissance flights and try and figure out what's going on. So you can see how the terrain of China is. The plains over here are lovely to advance into, but then you reach the parts of China that aren't too lovely. Okay. Do we have any idea how many ships are present? Right. Port capacity seems to have been damaged right now. Airfield damage. Actually, no, the port is undamaged, but the airfield has been damaged. Okay. Okay. Ah, right. So we have the Imperial Japanese Army groups over here and the Imperial Japanese Navy. Allow manual pilot selection. Okay. So I want to have the Imperial Japanese Army. Interesting. Do I not have any? It would seem so. Righto. So we have 680 aircraft ready. No, 488 are ready right now. So these are my naval groups. Oh, well, that would make sense, wouldn't it? Okay. Okay, right, so we can kind of work out how much we actually have on the carrier vessels then. There must be something that tells me. Indeed. So we have possibly 18 zeros. Possibly. We can see, this is really irritating. I may have to sort out this issue, but I'm not entirely sure how. That's fun. Right then, aircraft capacity is 81. So we have a total of about 81, but I believe we only have 58 on board at present. So I'd imagine we have taken some losses. Right. This would be a Tone class heavy cruiser. So we'll go back. Ah, here we go. We have our Congo. Another Congo. A Kaga. Okay. So which is our largest carrier? Would that be the Akagi? At 81 planes. The Shikoku at 72. Indeed. The Hairu class isn't bad actually at 71. Is this my flagship? The Kaga. I believe this is a flagship. Okay. These are pretty nice guns, 360mm guns. 39,000 range, not too much ammunition however. Okay. Fuel is about 65% at the moment. Yeah, 65%, so 60, 66. So not too good really. I believe this task group over here is basically fuel tenders, and yes, we have 2 destroyers guarding this, but we basically have auxiliaries over here. So we have oilers. Yeah. Indeed, these are all oilers, interesting. Capacity. So this is the fuel that we have at present. Okay, well then ladies and gentlemen, that has been a look at the War in the Pacific Admiral Edition. And I will have to read the manual, of course. I would really like to learn to play this game. It seems like it'd be a lot of fun. And I do think if I was to play the Japanese, I'd probably call the series the, I don't know, maybe in the Land of the Rising Sun, maybe in the House of the Rising Sun. Something like that. Make it quite a nice, snappy name. Indeed. I may have to take a look at the map as well. I might have to go for another map mod or place it, or maybe stick to the vanilla. The vanilla, though, isn't too pretty. In fact, I'm going to try and bring it up for you. I took a screenshot the other day with the basic map, so I'll just bring that up one moment. This is what you call being prepared. Righto, I found it. Yes. So this is basically what the vanilla map would look like. So you can see the difference here is incredible. We'll go over to the same area. Okay, here we go. And I shall bring that up. I've lost it now. There we go. Yes, you can see the difference here. It's pretty incredible. Anyway guys, thank you so very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this bit of a ramble, and I can't really say a look at the game. I suppose it is a look at the game. You know what I mean, you know what I'm trying to get at. So until next time guys, thank you so very much for watching. If you've enjoyed this, do let me know down in the comments, and if you are new to the channel, do subscribe for more. As I am very keen to bring the channel into a new stage, basically when I'm playing more complex war games. And, indeed, yes, have a fantastic day wherever you are, guys. I'd like to hear back from you, so until next time.